I want to welcome you. This is Brian Gibbons, and this is our library. This is our back end. We want to be able to teach you how to keep your life simple when you're dealing with real estate investing. You ready? Let me just go through how we've organized this library. Buyers, there's basically three kinds of buyers. There's wholesale buyers, there's lease option tenant buyers, and that also includes owner financing buyers, and also retail or FHA buyers, people that get a mortgage. So the cash buyers from the wholesale model, and then the lease option tenant buyers or the owner financing buyers, and then the retail buyers that we get either conventional or FHA mortgages to buy from us. Now sellers, we deal with like different kinds of scenarios, and we like to be able to put them in boxes. And what's the situation with the seller? Do we have a free and clear pretty house? Do we have a free and clear ugly house? And both number one and number two, they don't have any loans at all against the house. I don't know, a lot of people don't realize that over a third of the houses that are available for sale are free and clear, mostly retirees. And we've got great strategies to be able to help people. And just go to the seller section and you can go through those. 50% equity, pretty house, that doesn't mean exactly 50%. It means there's a lot of equity, but not 100%. So if there's a lot of equity and it's a pretty house, what do you do? Well, we've got several strategies for that. And if it's a lot of equity and it's an ugly house, then we've got a few strategies for that. And then thin equity, pretty house, we really love these. This is one of our favorites. Think about it. Somebody is a $100,000 house. It's a pretty house. It's a good neighborhood, but they owe 95% of the mortgage. So 95,000 is they owe against it, and it's worth 100. What do you do with that? You can't list it with an agent. They'd have to pay to get rid of it. So we've got some creative seller financing solutions for that. Then we go through and teach you different types of funding. We want to be able to teach you what a cash hard money lender is, and then what a cash joint venture partner is, and then what a cash private lender is. And we go through those three different types, because when you do wholesaling and retailing, you need cash. When you do split funding on a rehab, it's a very creative way to be able to deal with the rehab. Usually it's a light rehab, and you can do a split funding. Then we have these four terms transactions where we buy on a lease option, or we buy on a subject to, or we buy on subject to and a note, or we basically do a straight option and seller option. And those are our funding categories. And there's cousins to these, but these are the major ones. And then lastly, we are building a library of different situations, different categories of things that people need in this business. So books to read for real estate investors, we've got over 150 books on our list, and they're all been approved by me. And what I mean by approved by me, I've either read them or they're on my bookshelf. Dodd-Frank links. This is a very, it's a building library of all the Dodd-Frank links that you need to be able to understand the Dodd-Frank law that affects owner-occupied seller financing deals. And then negotiation with home sellers. How do you negotiate with home sellers? We also teach how to negotiate with tenant buyers and cash buyers, but the most important negotiation is with the home seller. So pay attention to that link. And then going into marketing, we have marketing for buyers and sellers, but mostly marketing for the home sellers. You need to get a contract, a home under contract. So marketing is very important. Motivation and inspiration for you, the real estate investor, especially if you're brand new and you've quit your job. Well, you need to stay motivated, and we've got great links for that. Our favorites are, or my favorites are Brian Tracy. Make sure you look at all of his, and then Jim Ron. Make sure you look at all of his. Now, taxation for lease options, I put this up from our CPA. It's very helpful, so make sure that you check out the taxation issues on lease options. And then lastly, Texas real estate links. What kind of links are helpful if you are in the state of Texas? And we do national, all 50 states, but at the end of the day, we want you to win as a real estate investor. And we want you to use this library. We are going to be adding to this. There will be over 100 categories within a couple of weeks because we've already got the material. We just have to load it in. So thanks so much for listening to this particular recording. This is the home page of Brian Gibbons, reicoach.com/library. I thank you so much for your time listening to this particular recording. And enjoy the site.